Hi everyone, my name is Georgina Venzin and welcome to another episode of Hospitality Professionals. Each episode I'm going to take you to meet other chefs, managers and hospitality owners just like me and find out what makes their venue truly special. This week we're at Siffredis in Tenerife and we're going to sit down with Chef Ollie and he's going to tell us all about his new menu and special things that you need to come and try. Let's go. So I'm here with Ollie from Siffredis and he's going to tell us a little bit about your new restaurant that you've just opened.
Yeah, welcome to Siffredis.
Thank you.
So Siffredis is essentially a spaghetti bar. We really pride ourselves on incredible produce, great wines, great times and great spaghetti.
Tell us a little bit about your experience in cooking.
Yeah, so when I was younger, my dad used to own his own sausage factory back in England.
Cool.
I used to work with him at the Borough Market in London. And that was my first real taste of like good food, and I saw all these producers and all these artisan kind of growers and bakers, and I was like, wow, this is food. Because before then I didn't really enjoy food.
Yeah.
It's strange to say. And then it was just from there I started developing like a taste for good food and a palate, and it was actually from that moment, I think it was a month later, I enrolled in Westminster Kingsway College in London.
Oh.
And that's where I kind of learned how to cook.
You sound like a royal chef.
Oh, not at all. And then yeah, a couple of years training, a couple of years working in London and some Michelin-star restaurants in England. Moved over to Australia, and for the past 7 years I've been heading up at the Stokehouse in Brisbane and in Melbourne. And and then made some really good mates and some really kind of good people that we've met. And Alex and Steve, who are my now business partners with Siffredis, we decided to open a spaghetti bar.
Amazing. And what brought you to Australia in the first place?
My wife.
Your wife?
Yes.
So she's from the UK as well, or is she Australian?
She's English.
Yeah.
She came over for a holiday.
Yeah.
I picked her up from Heathrow Airport a couple of weeks later. She's like, we're moving.
We're moving.
Yeah, and 6 months later we're in Australia.
And obviously the weather.
The weather was a massive thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we moved straight to Brisbane.
Yeah.
Spent 2 years in Brisbane because of the weather, the lifestyle, and then I got moved down to Melbourne to open St Kilda, the Stokehouse in St Kilda, which was a little bit against my wife's wishes. She wanted the sunshine, the beaches of Brisbane. So the compromise was to buy her a French bulldog. So,
so company?
So we had a little pup, and then 4 years of being at the Stokehouse. Moved back to head up the Stokehouse in Brisbane, and there just for a year before the whole pandemic and this.
Well, that explains why I have seen your face everywhere, because it's been the Stokehouse.
That's it.
Photo. Tell us about a must-try dish on your menu here that everyone needs to try.
So, although that we're only a few days old, the big fan favourite is the smoked roe with XO sauce. It's a very simple dish, but it's a pasta dish that you've never really had before. So there's no cheese, there's no cream in it. It is a carrot and burnt butter emulsion. And then we top it off with some smoked Yarra Valley caviar and some house-made XO sauce.
Delicious. And is that caviar? I've been seeing all over socials, everyone caviaring and champagning. Is that like a signature to here?
Kind of.
Is that people getting it with that dish?
We really like the fact of like the right amount of wrong. So we like to kind of do a nice bit of fancy caviar, but then smash it down with some like prosecco or some vodka or some limoncello, and we just kind of want that mixture between cheeky and looks. So we don't want to be too kind of fancy, but we just want people to have a good time, basically.
I love it. That's like the perfect bit of fancy.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for anyone dreaming about opening up their own venue?
Yeah, basically just go for it. Like we're probably going against the grain here, but we didn't find it that difficult, touch wood. We did have a lot of help from friends and family, and the new kind of currency that we were paying people in is pasta.
Amazing.
So somebody helped build the wall. We had electricians, sparkies, painters, all getting paid in pasta.
Paid all of them in pasta?
All of them in
These
pasta.
These must be friends who are tradies, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it helped us out because obviously starting up, cash flow is really kind of short when you're opening up. So however you can kind of get around that, and like I said, we paid people in pasta, and it brings them back in the door after they've done the job, and it keeps everybody happy.
Any tradies listening who want to get paid in pasta, come down here for some pasta work. And what can we expect for 2021 for the three of you guys and Siffredis? And what's the big picture?
Who knows? We're just having a lot of fun right now.
Yeah.
So this year we know that it's going to be busy, and we're just kind of crack on and make Siffredis as good as it can be.
Yep.
And next year we're not kind of keeping any doors closed. So who knows?
How exciting! So everyone, make sure to come down to Siffredis Tenerife. And thanks for having us today.
Cheers. Thank you very much.